beliefs they have? Why do they have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? Think about that for a second.
I think if you have success at trying new things and you succeed at trying new things, you're more likely to have a growth mindset. But if you fail at trying new things, you might be less willing, you're more fixed in your thinking.
Okay. Ben?
Awareness and education.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are unaware of the whole concept of a growth mindset.
All right.
Supportive environment, role models.
Okay.
Being a product of your environment.
All right. So one or two common threads that run through all of those things is they're all the things that we have experienced, right? They're the culture we grew up in. They're the education we've experienced. If we've failed at things before, what are we going to attribute that to? Is it going to be simply because we're not good enough to do it? In our culture, or I should say American culture, we tend to have a very high emphasis on innate talent. People want to be innately good at things. And that's tends to be more on the fixed side, so that's something that we need to possibly try and work around, to teach that even if you don't start out good at it, you can become good at it. And one of the things that is important to be thinking about in there is the idea of false limitations. In our culture, we have all around us the message of believe in yourself. That's one of the most common things that you'll run into in movies, TV, education, everywhere. Believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. The point of that really is that the state that most of us exist in is we disbelieve in ourselves. We believe false things about ourselves. We believe that we have limitations that are not really true. We believe we are unable to do things that we actually are able to do. I think of a movie scene that I saw once where it was a football sports movie, and the coach was trying to get his students or his players to break out of this mold, and he had one of the players get out on the field down on his all fours, and the coach got on, he blindfolded him, and he got on his back, and he told him, "Now you just have to carry me 10 yards. It might have been 20 yards. I can't remember exactly." And so the kid started crawling, and it was not on his hands and knees, but like on toes and fingers kind of thing. And he kept going, and the guy's telling him, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're almost there, you're almost there. And by the time that he's done, he had taken the whole 100 yards of the field. And it was simply because if he had seen what he was trying to do, he would not have done it because he wouldn't have believed he could. But because he couldn't see it, and he thought, I'm only going 10 yards or 20 yards, he was able to go the whole 100 yards of the field. So getting rid of the false limitations is really one of the things that we're trying to do here. So I think in closing, basically you just have two kind of reflection questions that I want you guys to write down your reflections on. And I think there's space for it on the sheet that we handed out there. The first question is kind of a two-parter. What kind of house do you want to build? Speaking then of what kind of future do you want to build? What kind of knowledge do you want to build?
You may quote Coldplay if you'd like.
What kind of foundation will allow you to build that house? The second question is, who and or what is ultimately responsible for laying the foundation and building the house? And with that, we will transition to the next group.